Hello all. In this video, we shall discuss on how we can create projects in the Azure DevOps organization. In my previous video, I have created an Azure DevOps organization. Now I would like to show you how can we create projects in the specified Azure DevOps organization. So when it comes to projects in the Azure DevOps org, so there are two types of projects. One is the public project and the other one is the private project. And moreover, in order to create the project, you need a permission to a PCA group. I mean the project collection administrators group. Else, the user should be a organization owner in order to create the project. Now, we are in this project section and we have two projects named private project and project public, which have already been created. Now, I'll create a new project. Let me name this project as project A, sample test. We'll add the description. And here you see under the visibility section, there are two options. So first I'll check the private option and then let me choose the version control. So whenever we create a project in the Azure DevOps organization, it allows us to choose the source code, either the centralized one or the distributed one. So the distributed source control is the Git, and TFVC, Team Foundation Version Control, is the centralized code repository. So here, let me choose Git for the testing purpose. And the work item process, there are four work item process which are available in Azure DevOps. So they are Agile, CMMI, Scrum, and Basic. So we can choose the respective work item process that would suit the project that we are going to develop. So I'll choose Basic. And the major difference between the public and private visibility of a project is, so when it comes to public, anyone who has access to the internet can access this public project, whereas users who have been a part of a specific project would only be able to access those specific projects. So it is the difference between public and private project. So now we'll create this project A of type private visibility. So this should be pretty quick. Here you go. So here the project A has been created. So now this has been done. Now let me try to create a project with the public visibility. And for that, a specific permission has to be set at the organizational level. Let's check what that setting is. So I am under the organization settings page. And if you click on policies and the security tab, you see here allow public projects. So if I turn off this specific option, we won't be able to create a public project. Only when this policy has been turned on, we will be able to see that public option enabled while creating the projects. Now let me go back to the project section and I'll show you if we can create the public project or not. Let me name it as project B, project for public. So now I can choose this private. Let me try to choose public here. You see, this option is disabled. So unless that specific option is enabled in the organization setting, we won't be able to create the public project. So if I'm going to enable that project and create it, definitely we would be able to do that. So let me go there and turn this on. Let me save. Let me go to the projects. Let me click on new project. Now let me name the project B, public project. So let me choose the public visibility. Let me choose the Git type and work item process. Okay. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Cool. So now we are able to see The project B has also been created and its visibility is public. And let me just click on project A. So the person who created this project would be the project administrator by default, and that information can be found under the overview section in the project settings. So if you scroll down, so this is a section which talks about the project administrator information. And the same goes for project B. So we created project B, and if I toggle back to that section, overview section in project B, so it is the same user which would have been created, which would have created the project B. Here you see. So this is the project administrator. And this specific overview tab is the one which you need to look in the project settings, not the organization settings. Cool. Then, so in this video, we saw how we can create projects in the Azure DevOps organization and the types of projects, namely the private and public project, and the policy that has to be turned on in order to create the public project. Thank you all for watching this video. I'll come up with few other videos in my upcoming sessions describing more details on the Azure DevOps feature. Thank you all once again.